right, salute. What's going on? I appreciate you for being here. Welcome to the channel. Throw me some love and let's get to it. Today I want to talk about why men are tired of handling modern women with kitty gloves. And listen, I'm not talking about all. Disclaimer, you ladies are welcome to follow my channel. I'm not bashing all of you ladies, and I'm not minimizing some of the traumas or experiences you ladies have been through. But the thing is men have been through this too. I'm not trying to emphasize and take away from that, but we've talked about those things for years, what you ladies have struggled with. We don't tolerate that crap from bad men either. We don't like bad men. But as a man, we are sick and tired of being ignored. And we're not trying to be like, oh, it's a competition. It's not. But this is the stuff that men are dealing with. And today I want to review a video from my man, Anton Daniels. This is going to be hard to stomach because, you know, if I was him personally, I wouldn't go on this show. I mean, you couldn't pay me to go on this damn show. Seriously. This is what we're like for real. And this chick over here, man, this chick, man, she is a ratchet woman. Man, she got a big mouth. She just rumbles off. She doesn't think about what she says. And my man's having to sit next to her. I feel bad for that. But with that being said, this is what a lot of men are dealing with today. This is why men ain't taking chicks serious, and men ain't sitting here taking on your past traumas, you know, that you can't even take accountability for. And we are expected to handle that with empathy. That's where men get burned, and we're sick and tired of that shit. This is why men are becoming assholes. This is what we're like for real. And this chick over here, man, this chick, man, she is a ratchet woman. Man, she got a big mouth. She just rumbles off. She doesn't think about what she says. And my man's having to sit next to her. I feel bad for that. But with that being said, this is what a lot of men are dealing with today. This is why men ain't taking chicks serious, and men ain't sitting here taking on your past traumas, you know, that you can't even take accountability for. And we are expected to handle that with empathy. That's where men get burned, and we're sick and tired of that shit. This is why men are becoming assholes. So we're reviewing this video today. My man, Anton Daniels, go check him out. Link will be in the description. He went on the panel. It's him, this chick right here, ratchet as hell. My man, this simp sitting next to her. But he's going to agree with a few of these points, but you know, to the right of my man, Anton, is going to be another dude and his chick's actually pretty cool. And, you know, to be fair, and Anton's married, and so is the chick and the man next to Anton to the right. Actually, I believe that they're all married, but this dude is dealing with some shit. Listen, we're going to go ahead and get to this video. You can't make this shit up, guys. Let's go.
Now, do you think, no, hold on, I got a question.
Let me give her a solution.
I got a question. Do you think that she don't deserve a good man, period? Or do you want her not to have a date at all until the kids are 18?
No, I want her to go back with her baby daddy.
But he a piece of
And I would never.
Listen, okay. So
And I would never.
The guy that you open up your legs to is your husband.
20 years ago. Do you know how old these kids are? These kids are fucking teenagers.
The guy...
20 years ago, like, okay, but those kids are still here. 20, and she didn't say 20, she said 20 effing years ago. She's cursing. Look at her face, man. Look at her face. She's bitter and angry. And now that we've got the panel, we can discuss it. So Anton Daniels sitting here in the middle, the man in the black, all black, the woman sitting to his right, she's married to the man sitting to her right. And she's actually a pretty good woman from what I can tell. And so is the man over to the right. Anton Daniels is married. But this chick sitting next to him is just complete ratchet. The chick on the other side of her, going to the left, she's married to the dude all the way to the right, Mr. Simp. We'll get to that. And to be fair, the loudest one in the room is the one right next to Anton. But men are sick and tired of these chicks, man. Look at how they deflect, like it's his damn fault. What? That was 20 years ago. Well, it doesn't matter. It's still trauma. Look at how you answered it. Look at how you threw emotion into the response. It still affects you, which means it affects every man. These chicks are showing up with these grenades and wanting to put them in your book bag. You know, but men, nobody gives a shit about what men deal with. The struggles that we deal with. Well, my mom left me, or my dad died, or my dad beat the shit out of me. These chicks don't care. They don't care. And why should they? I don't want a chick feeling sorry for me. I don't ever want to be with a woman who feels like pity or like sympathy or poor him. Like, that's the worst to me. I can't even imagine that. But these chicks want that. Now, listen, that's fair. Except for, on the other hand, these chicks are crying, I'm a boss, independent, I don't need no man. They want to act all tough and hard until it takes time, or until it comes time to accept responsibility. You know, like every one of you chicks, you expect us all to believe you're all victims. Like, these men just came and took advantage of you. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, honestly, men are sick of this shit. So let's go ahead, let's roll it. Let's go.
Before she even knew how to use that coochie.
Wait. All right. I'm gonna back that up a couple seconds, and we're gonna hear that whole thing, and I'm gonna pause it again. I want you to catch what I'm talking about. So this chick right here, this ratchet chick, look at her, talking louder than everybody, talking louder than the men. This chick's a straight up pirate, dude. Let's go. You ready?
Oh, these kids are fucking teenagers.
The guy?
She made him some coochie before she even knew how to use that coochie. First of all,
now you're going back to coochie before she knew how to use it. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, how does that factor into the equation when we're talking about children and dealing with single parents? Now you're talking about how she used that coochie. Like, what kind of shit is this? This is how these chicks, like, honestly, I don't even believe that a lot of these modern women think. When they talk, they just say whatever, whenever. They don't even think about what the hell they're saying. Like, what the hell does this pertain to the conversation anyway? Besides the fact that you're cussing, using the F-bomb, talking over everyone, being loud, being obnoxious, interjecting, not letting my man Anton finish his point, and you're missing the entire point he's telling you. You know, you think it's easy for a man to go up there and tell you the truth that you don't want to hear. It's out of love, and you chicks don't understand. This is what a dad is, and 90% of these chicks will claim they never had a father figure. But this is where it is. This is your nugget. This is your wisdom being dropped right there in front of you, and you're ignoring it, and you're missing the train. And you've already missed it, to be fair. So I'm going to back it up just a few seconds again. I'm going to let it run this time, okay? I'm serious. I want you to hear the whole interaction. So I'm going to go back to about 19 seconds. Let's go.
20 years ago. Do you know how old these kids are? These kids are fucking teenagers.
The guy?
She made him some coochie before she even knew how to use that coochie.
First of all, see, my situation might not be everybody's situation. I had my kids young, you know. I had my children young, so
I don't give a fuck.
To be honest with you, I agree with him when he said you look for your father. I didn't have that. I didn't have my father. I didn't have a male in my life that really taught me what a man was supposed to be.
And not to diminish that or make fun of that. I understand this. But to be fair, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. I feel bad for you, like, empathetically, person to person. But when it comes to, becoming intimate with something like this is a huge problem for a man. This is what we're saying. We're not saying you're bad. We're saying, this is a huge problem. You don't understand what a man has good intentions for your ass. You know, I've dealt with this. I came from a home that went through that stuff. I seen my mom do some stuff. I don't even want to get in the weeds with this. I've seen my mom have dudes, good dudes come and go. I've seen all this stuff. I've seen the toxic shit. I've seen my mom go back to dudes that hit her. You know, I've had, my biological dad walked out when I was 1 year old, when I was a baby. I was raised by a stepdad. So I'm not going to don't sit here and say I'm not qualified to talk about this stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what it is. Broken homes beget broken homes. Basically, what we're trying to tell you, chicks, is you're perpetuating the effing problem because you're not selecting men better either. We all have to do better, but so do you. You chicks can't just sit back and say, well, it's all the men. It's all the men. It's all the men. Men are just pumping and dumping. But you chicks are opening your legs for them. You chicks are rewarding the men that give you nothing. You're not requiring commitment from them. You chicks are out here getting trains ran on you. A lot of you, not all of you. I'm just saying, honestly, men are attracted long term, when it comes to long term, to virtue. to innocence and things like that. We don't want chicks that are talking this loud. We don't want chicks that come with baggage. You know, yeah, your baby daddy left, but he's still in the picture. Oh, maybe he's in prison, but you still put money on his books. And as soon as he gets out, he's taking you to the back seat of the car, and we know it. And guess what? It's going to be when I'm working 2 jobs to pay for your kids, or excuse me, his kids. This is the problem. This is why men are sick and tired of this, because you're making the next man pay for the baggage of your past, which he had nothing to do with. And guys, this is not your problem. Let's get back to it. I'm going to back it up just a few seconds so we can let this chick just do what she's doing. It's hard to stomach, so let's go.
My life that really like taught me what a man was supposed to be. So I really was walking around blind trying to figure it out.
We all were, bitch. Welcome to the club. We was all blind when we was young. I had kids. I got 2 kids I had kids when I was 19 and 20. It's my fault. I had them with I'm not going to dog the mother out. I made that choice too, just like you did. That is on you. It is not on the next man. It is not up to you. You're not owed empathy and compassion for that shit, for your past decisions. The whole point of growing up and becoming a damn adult is taking responsibility, even for the things that weren't fair. That weren't fair to you. This is the thing, I don't find it, I've had chicks lie to me and been baby scared and been drugged to court, all that crap. I don't want to hear it. You chicks are all victims. We're sick and tired of this. You on one hand, you want to play victim, but on the other hand, you want to play I'm boss and independent. Which one is it? Let's go.
Running into people, if I knew better, I would have vetted. You feel me? I didn't know what that was at 16. I didn't know what that was.
None of us did.
But listen, it goes back to the original conversation that I was having. And I said that women are selfish. When I grew up, I used to be in the church. I grew up in the church. And I will always see women pray to God for a good man. Send me this man that I deserve. But then I always would ask my mom, and she would pop me in the mouth. And I would ask my mom.
I'm on her side. I'm about to do it right now.
Did you hear this chick? He's talking about a story and she interjects, I'm on her side. Bitch, you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. I'm on her side. What do you mean you're on her side? This is the shit that, these chicks ain't even trying to learn. This is what I'm saying. This is why I wouldn't waste my time going on these shows, because they're not listening. They're not learning. They're not adapting their behavior. They're not listening to what men are saying, even though men are telling them the goddamn truth. This dude is telling the truth. He's in the middle of a story. She's got, well, I'm on her side. I'm going to back it up a couple seconds and let him cook. And I appreciate my man Anton for sticking through and continuing to finish his point. So we backed it up. Let's go.
Pop me in the mouth. And I would ask my mom.
I'm on her side. I'm about to do it right now.
Honestly, and this is how my brain works. This is not a joke. This is real. I would ask my mom. I would say, well, what about him? Why would God mess his life up by giving him you?
That is deep. Why would God mess his life up by putting you in his life? Now look at her face. Oh my God, I didn't expect that one, because to her it's a competition. She's just trying to win an argument. She's not trying to learn. She's not trying to have an honest discussion, dialogue, a healthy debate, like what it should be. She's trying to win a damn argument. I'm serious. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. He's telling the truth. So let's go.
No, see,
So you first of all, I never.
All right. Look at this simp. Here's the simp coming in. No, that's crazy. You can't say that. You can't say that, dog. Come on, bro. For real. This is the problem. This is why these chicks are acting this way. They expect guys like him to come along and say, well, it's what it is. So anyway, let's go.
You say, for some reason, you don't make men take accountability for their choices.
No, you
Here we go.
You blame women for everything. No, you never make men take accountability for what they do.
I'm about to punch my screen. This is the thing. Look at it. It's already been deflected. We can't even address what he's talking about. It's all the men. This is what I'm trying to say. This is why men are sick and tired of this. These chicks have, they don't even accept that, shit is what it is and move on. They never move on from this stuff. They carry it with them. And as I said, they're like grenades they're putting in your book bag. She immediately just flips it over. Oh, well, what about the men taking, bitch, we're talking about you chicks, and especially you, because you're exactly what we're talking about. You're not taking any accountability whatsoever. Oh, what about the men? Oh, as if we haven't grown up hearing this brainwashed and beaten to our heads our entire life as men. You chicks this is the problem, is you chicks are not shaming each other. You're not calling this shit out. That's the problem. We can talk about men having accountability, and men should have accountability for good behavior. Yes, but you chicks also, get out of here. We're sick of this shit. It's not a one-way street. This is why men ain't dealing with these chicks. These chicks, I mean, God, they are so far gone. You can't even have a damn sit down, honest discussion, quiet, cool, chill, cool tone, whatnot, cool heads, winning. You can't even do that with these chicks. Honestly, you can't even jive or shoot the shit with these chicks. This is how not all of them, but I'm saying a lot of these modern women think. They immediately, they go straight into deflection mode. They go straight into defense mode. They go straight into projection mode. They go straight into blame and gaslight mode. And they go straight into manipulation, crying, making a scene, or arguing, yelling, or getting into the F-bomb, or even taking it to extreme where the authorities are called. Causing a scene, bringing other people involved, calling your brother and your sister, your parents and stuff, and bringing everyone else. This is how far they go with this. This is why men don't want to deal with this shit. Let's go.
What I'm saying is, this
I don't
guy,
get that. Why is it always the woman's fault?
Because when you think about it,
Man, what he's telling you is it ain't my damn fault. It is your fault. If you had a kid with a man, when I see you, I'm not gonna sit there and say, well, you did nothing. It's all him. Honestly, you're that. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to me and you, you're responsible. The buck stops with your ass. The buck stops with your ass, just like it does here. If something happens and I lose my job, it's my fucking fault, even if it's not fair. If I get if I get out of line and something happens, it's my fault. It's not fair, but it's just the way the buck stops. My woman's not gonna sit there and be making excuses and stuff. Well, his dad wasn't there when he was younger, or 20 years ago he had kids with this chick, and she's not she's sitting there feeling sorry for me. I don't even want that. Why are you dudes tolerating this shit? This is unreal. It's hard to stomach. Let's go.
I was taught in church was you treat people how you want to be treated.
Thanks.
Some of these women, guys know what they qualify for. They know they don't qualify for the top woman. Women will take the best option knowing that she gonna mess his life up, knowing that she gonna slow him down. When the women was in church praying, and I would look at her, and I would look at that booger wolf.
That is not nice. You can't call this a booger wolf.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught that. Even the simp was laughing on that one. That booger with hood. Just call her hood booger, bro. That's what she was. Hood booger. I want to see. There he is. Look at him. Look at him. Even the simp was laughing. Check it. Hood booger. Oh, now this chick right here, man. She's all riled up. Shout out Anton. I don't know what you accomplished, but at least you got us talking. Let's go.
You can't call this a booger wolf in church.
But everybody think they deserve Idris Elba.
But he's not talking about the men who decided to date him.
Now you taking it right back to the damn men, bitch. We're talking about you.
Everybody deserves Idris Elba, no matter what you look like.
Let me give you something.
These men still made the decision to deal with these women.
You understand? He's talking about this, and then she these men still made, so did you.
All these women who got kids, who got remarried, or got with other men, and these men chose to be with these women, though.
So let me...
We don't give a shit. We're not sleeping with those men. We're not wifing up those men. We're potentially vetting you for a strategic spot in our life, and opening up our hearts and becoming vulnerable to something like that. And you're sitting there tied to, this is why I'm saying, this is why they talk about body count matters, because you are connected to your past. You women have a problem letting your past go. I don't understand it. Now, I'm not saying that men don't struggle with this too. Yes, but the majority of modern women especially have a deep-rooted, deep-seated pathological connection to their past. Whether it's traumatic or positive, like they can't let things go, which means they will never 100% be involved with you. They will never 100% be in the game with you. This is why you can't win, especially with this attitude. This right here, like, honestly, I'm not saying they all behave this way, but a lot more women are starting to really behave this way. And you can scratch the surface, like they may come across as feminine, but, you know, tell them no. If you go on a date and you don't want to do something, tell them no one time. Like, you ain't got to be rude. Just say, hey, nah, we ain't doing that or something like that, and see how she act. If she's cool with it, maybe. But a lot of times you'll figure it out real quick. Well, nah, I ain't trying to go over there. I'm tired. I'm gonna drop you off. You ain't gotta be rude. But telling the chick no, declining her offer or whatever she's suggesting, this is a quick way to weed this shit out. This is where they revert to, and this is how you quickly bring out the inner demon, the Jezebel in these chicks. So I'm gonna back it up just a couple of seconds and let's go.
Let me
They
help you
made
out.
a decision to be with these men, these women too. So I'm not understanding.
All I know, I
don't
got you
give a
too,
fuck.
but all I know is when I heard that prayer, I would just say rebuke that. And turn her right.
What do you think there is? Hold on, I got a question.
Oh,
In Jesus' name.
Hold on.
in Jesus' name. This is how they approach this, bro. They are just detached from every decision they've ever made. And this is why men are just sick and tired of handling these chicks with these kitty gloves that come to the scene expecting compassion and empathy on the front. Like, why the fuck no one deserves this. Like, shit's happened to me. Man, both of my parents have died. Like, honestly, I don't have much family. Like, I've got some family and friends, but a little bit. You know, I've already moved across the world. Like, it's what it is. But I'm not sitting here like crying for compassion. Yeah, it sucks. It's been hard. I've been through shit. I've been betrayed. I've been lied to. I've lost jobs. I've been cheated on. I've been divorced. I know what the hell it is. Like, don't sit here and talk about this shit like you're going to have compassion for me or any other man. This is what I'm saying. Like, you get all mad and defensive. Like, you are owed this. Like, I'm not even entitled to empathy, even though it would be nice sometimes. But I don't. Honestly, as a man, I don't feel comfortable getting empathy and compassion. It feels weak and soft to me. But you chicks, like, this is the thing. You want to cry, boss, independent, I don't need no man. But then on the other hand, you want to talk about, well, it ain't my fault. I'm a victim. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. We're all victims. Every one of us have suffered. Every one of us have lost. Every one of us have been betrayed. Every one of us have been fucked over or mistreated. You don't lead out front with this. You don't lead with this trauma, this bond, these trauma bonds, this emotional trauma, these toxic things that have happened to you and things that have hurt you, insecurities. You don't lead off with this shit and you don't dismiss the burden it is on another person, because you have to be honest with yourself. Like, if you bring these bonds and burdens and traumas into another relationship, which you shouldn't, you have to at least be honest with yourself and know that you're putting that extra strain and burden on that person, and you should appreciate them even more. But that's the thing. Women will look for a simp because they don't want to deal with their bonds, their emotional bonds and traumas from the past. They want to continue to deflect and put it off, blame shift, and project and shit like that, or make you feel like it's your problem or you're the problem because you don't accept her for this and that. But on the other hand, she's an independent chick. Well, why the fuck are you still single? Like, seriously, why the hell is she still single? Like, I don't see no wedding ring on her damn finger. I don't. And any man that would wife up this type of attitude, I'm not saying she's not a pretty woman, but you can't change it. This chick is gone. She's set in her freaking ways, and there's no going back at this point. Like, honestly, I'm not saying she's not a good-looking chick. I'm not saying she doesn't have any good qualities. She might, but she's so defensive and she's so brainwashed and programmed into this mentality of, it's not my fault. It's everything else. It's like, but yeah, when you meet her, it's your problem. you know, or you're not man enough to handle her and this and that. So guys, this is why most men don't date modern women. And if you ever catch a chick talking back to you, calling you bro or F-bomb or calling you a N-word or, you know, in this case, you know, like disrespecting you, like she's doing, interjecting, talking over this dude, you know, trying to take the spotlight, get the fuck out of here. This chick to me is Vivica Fox, you know, 20 years prior, but give it time. She will be Vivica Fox in 20 years, like single, lonely, with cats, but yeah, man, good luck with that. So guys, let me know what you think. Ladies, try to conduct yourselves better. Men, conduct yourselves better too. We all have work to do, but the thing is we're gonna talk about it. Both sides. We're not gonna hold back. It's what it is. I love y'all, and I'm signing out.